Good morning, Mr. Dotun. Thank you for granting this interview with Technology Times.
Good morning, Fejiro. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. So, can you elaborate on the specific challenges within the Nigerian landscape that Innovate AI Lagos 2024 aims to address through the team Adapting for AI for Nigeria, crafting intelligent solutions for our unique landscape?
Thank you, Fejiro. So AI in Nigeria is running a conference and is aptly titled Adapting AI for Nigeria, Crafting Intelligent Solution for our Unique Landscape. The whole essence of this is that AI will be adapted, localized to solve some challenges that are peculiar to Nigeria. So part of the challenges are data availability and quality, talent and education, local context and relevance of AI, having a regulatory and ethical framework, AI literacy, and public perception. So, in terms of adapting AI, there are things we are looking at, which is working with existing companies that are using AI to be able to deepen their knowledge and their potential in terms of their business. Trying to adapt AI in terms of the um, challenges of infrastructure that in terms of implementing AI. And we don't have enough experts in the area of talent and education. One of the interesting things that is happening is that, the National Board for Technical Education is decoupling computer science for HND in polytechnics. Now you're going to have HND in artificial intelligence. So that is a good step forward. You also have organizations in Nigeria that are helping or trying to train data scientists. But beyond this, you have other areas where you need even non-technical expertise in the AI landscape. And also, in terms of the AI safety and ethics, you need the regulator to actually understand what to regulate, what framework works. This is not peculiar to Nigeria, it's a global challenge. But the EU has released an EU AI Act, which I think could be a benchmark globally to help in regulating AI. But adapting AI for the challenges we have in Nigeria, like unemployment, challenges in education, challenges of security, other challenges. AI is a general purpose technology that can be adapted and used for good, but it has to be done ethically. And the regulators also need to be able to apply a framework that will work well for the Nigerian landscape. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So, speaking on collaboration, how does the conference and hackathon plan to foster collaboration and knowledge sharing among professionals, researchers, entrepreneurs, investors, and regulators within Nigeria's AI ecosystem?
Thank you very much. In terms of fostering collaboration, I'll just backtrack a few steps. So, AI in Nigeria as a company offers services where we do things in we do AI readiness assessment, AI research, AI product development, and AI ecosystem events. So the Innovate AI Lagos 2024 is one of our ecosystem events. And this is intentionally used to bring together the ecosystem. So within that ecosystem, we're going to invite players, and we already have confirmation of players within the AI ecosystem that will be there. We have the regulators coming. So one of the main speeches are going to be given by the Director General of NITDA. We have the academia being represented. We have large companies who are already using AI being represented. We have startups, civil society, government, public sector. So part of what we're doing is deepening the ecosystem capability. And one of the things we are doing on the second day of the conference, on the 24th, is a masterclass with our keynote speaker, Roger Verhoeven from OpenAI. And this is aimed at sharing his expertise and knowledge. And as we move beyond the conference, we're going to be having events, reports, capacity development opportunities to deepen the base and the capacity of the ecosystem. So I'm actually personally responsible for the ecosystem deepening and activities. So there's a lot of programs that are lined up in this regard.
All right, thank you very much. You mentioned the featured speaker, Roger Verhoeven. So could you provide more details about him and how his insights, especially those related to DAL-E and ChatGPT, will contribute to the understanding and development of AI in Nigeria?
Thank you. So Roger Verhoeven is a Dutch national who is highly respected in the AI circle. And he's been around for quite a while. He's a pioneer in the AI and creative industry, keynote speaker and thought leader in AI. He's an award-winning creative professional. He has collaborated with global creative talent worldwide, and he's been an advisor to OpenAI and generative AI. The current wave of AI is generative AI, and when you think about generative AI now, or this wave of AI, the first thing that most people think about is ChatGPT. And Roger Verhoeven was very instrumental in the creation of DALI and also removing bias from ChatGPT and a lot of things with DALI 2, DALI 3, and ChatGPT. So he's a leader in the field, and he's been right there before the launch of ChatGPT last year, and in 2022. So basically, we are bringing him to share his experience. And one of the key things we are trying to do at AI in Nigeria is to bring global expertise and knowledge to share into the Nigeria ecosystem and localize it and help to grow the ecosystem. So, and when we're looking and thinking about who we can bring that to be very relevant, it was quite easy to settle on Roger because of his knowledge and his breadth of expertise. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that. So, in what ways will the hackathon contribute to the development of sustainable AI-based solutions for sectoral challenges in education, agriculture, financial services, regulation, compliance, and health?
Thank you. So in terms of the hackathon, so there are two events. So we have the conference and we have the hackathon. And the hackathon finale will be on the 24th. So the hackathon will have started before the conference, and we have partners that we're working together on the hackathon. So the way the hackathon works is that we are, the different partners are picking peculiar challenges for their sector, be it in the energy sector, be it in the education sector, in the agriculture sector, manufacturing sector, the financial services sector. And the hackers or the software engineers, we create a solution using AI to solve those challenges. And I think this is one of the ways we are contributing to it, because there are ways where you can create fancy solutions through a hackathon, but that is not what we're trying to do here. We're looking at peculiar Nigeria challenges, and we're asking these hackers to create a solution that can be taken forward to solve this peculiar Nigeria challenge in each of these different sectors.
All right, thank you. So, how do you envision Innovate AI Lagos 2024 as a catalyst to eliminate silos in the Nigerian AI ecosystem?
Thank you. So AI is not a new technology. AI has been around for since the 1950s, about 60-something years or even thereabout. And the interesting thing is that if you look at the Nigerian landscape, you have a lot of fintech companies, maybe agri-tech, edutech, financial services using one AI technology or the other. You also have almost 100, companies dedicated to using AI to solve one problem or the other. There's a lot of, you know, actors and players doing things in their own different ways. Innovate AI is a way where we're trying to bring the society together, sorry, the sector, the ecosystem together. And we have the 2024 edition, we're going to have 2025, so it's going to be an annual event. So one of the ways we're looking to use this to bring the ecosystem together is to showcase the value of coming together. So when the ecosystem comes together and they see the value, next year when we invite them, we are hoping and believing that they see the value enough to return. And like I said previously, this is the beginning of the ecosystem activities. So there will be learning, there will be symposia, there will be panels, there will be Q&A sessions, and the contribution is global. So you have global experts, Nigerian experts, startup experts, experts from the academia, civil society, the government, regulators, large enterprise organizations, and the AI infrastructure providers. So basically, bringing everybody together, and we're believing it's going to be the largest AI event in Nigeria, because previously you have tech event with AI as a subset. So by bringing the ecosystem together once a year, we are hoping that this will make the ecosystem see what the possibilities of collaboration and the opportunities that exist within the ecosystem.
Right, thank you. So can you share examples of how AI is currently being applied in Nigeria and the impact it is making in the identified sectors?
So if you think about one of the fastest growing business sector in Nigeria, apart from Afrobeats, I think is fintech. And the fintech sector is one of those sectors where you have unicorns, companies that are valued over $1 billion, so dollars. So if you think about Africa unicorns, I believe about 5 out of the 7 are in Nigeria, and I think about 4 out of the 5 are fintech companies. So this is clearly showing how using algorithms and superior technology can make a difference in businesses. There are other businesses that have imbibed AI in their operations, but I just kind of want to just zoom into the fintechs. They have made a lot of success in their operations, and there's a lot of infusion of AI technology in their operations. So this is an example of what good looks like. If you also want to go into the creative industry, you find that one of the things, the soft power that Nigeria has now is Afrobeats. And these Afrobeats musicians, a lot of them became global brands, if you can put it that way, through social media. And social media platforms most of the time use artificial intelligence. If you also look at the telco sector, where smartphone, the smartness in the smartphone mainly is the algorithms or machine learning and all those things that relate to AI, where it shows the power of AI, how it can make you go in leaps and bounds when you infuse the technology. So these are some few examples. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So what steps are being taken to ensure the responsible deployment of AI in Nigeria, considering the discussions around regulation, ethics, safety, and potential societal impacts?
So I think at this stage, everybody is beginning to draw a framework for regulation. So I was privileged to be part of the AI Safety Summit at Bletchley Park, which is close to where I live in the UK. And basically, one of the things you realize is that even the UK government and the global superpowers in technology realize the need for looking into regulation, the ethical side of AI safety and all that. And after that, we've seen the European Union releasing the AI Act from the European Union. The Nigerian landscape is just evolving in terms of artificial intelligence. And one of the things we are driving to be able to do is to work with regulators to be able to craft relevant and adequate regulation that is not overbearing, that is relevant to our landscape, to be able to apply it to the Nigerian landscape. So I think Innovate AI Lagos 2024 is one of the ways we are trying to deepen that conversation we already started. And some of the regulators in the landscape at the conference, we're already having conversation, and we'll be having conversation which we are looking to ensure that we have a localized regulation that is not just a copy and paste regulation. We need to localize it so that it serves the purpose of our peculiar situation. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, sir. So given the expected compound annual growth rate of over 30% in Nigeria's AI sector in the next 5 years, how do you see the landscape evolving, and what opportunities does this present for businesses, entrepreneurs, and investors?
That's a very interesting interjection and question, because we're currently, AI in Nigeria is currently working on our first AI landscape report. The AI landscape report is going to show what is happening in Nigeria. And I've been privy to see some of the things that the researcher and the research team, the lead researcher and the team has been kind of stumbling on. The interesting thing is that the AI industry in Nigeria is going to explode. 30% is a safe estimation, but it may even go beyond that. I see a lot of opportunities in different sectors, but one of the things we are offering to prepare the industry for that is the AI readiness assessment and research, because you're going to suddenly find a lot of vendors trying to sell AI products and AI solutions to different types of companies. And what we are saying is, stop. Before you buy, you need to actually understand how ready you are. So we offer AI readiness assessment, which we're kicking off with a few clients in the next few weeks. The interesting thing about that is that as the industry is growing at 30% or more in Nigeria, there will be a lot of jobs that will be created. And I want to use this opportunity to calm nerves. As the industry evolves, it doesn't mean we're going to be losing jobs. It will create jobs. Let's use the evolution of the digital industry as an example. Long time ago, there was no web. So you didn't have any need for SEO manager, search engine optimization manager, because there was something to search. There was a place to search. Somebody had to manage it. So suddenly that job role of SEO manager or search engine optimization manager came about. So as AI advances in Nigeria, there will be some new roles that, a particular person or an individual will need to look after within a company. So I think it's an opportunity for individuals who are looking to maybe move into other job roles, and even within companies, for companies to begin to actually prepare and be ready for the boom and the expansion of AI in Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So could you provide insights into the role of AI in addressing infrastructural deficits and improving public services in Nigeria, with a focus on urbanization challenges in cities like Lagos?
So the growth of AI will touch many industries, and we have possibilities of learning from our brothers countries or sister countries across Africa. There are a few organizations who we are collaborating with as AI in Nigeria. There are learnings from countries like Rwanda and some other countries in terms of smart cities, because there will be challenges, and there will be challenges with law enforcement, traffic management, which, historically Lagos has always had traffic challenges. I remember growing up, you had the odd number and the even number days with the cars when you go out. But there are ways of infusing AI into managing traffic, into managing law and order, and other things, and even areas like healthcare, education, information management and all that. So as urbanization increases, both in the urban areas and the rural areas, there are opportunities for AI. And this is one of the things we'll be working with stakeholders to begin to sort of bring it to our leaders and the ruling class to understand the opportunities. Nobody should be scared of AI.
Thank you, sir. So, how are the Innovate AI Lagos 2024 organizers working to bridge the gap between AI advancements on a global scale and the practical solutions needed for Nigeria's diverse economy?
Brilliant. So a good example is just looking at the lineup of the speakers. So we have a gentleman who is the lead for the MIT AI executive program, and you have the chief digital officer of the Nigeria Stock Exchange. They will be sharing perspective from a global and local perspective, and we're also bringing individuals with experience on a global level. Myself, my co-convener, and some of the others like Roger Verkoven have this global experience, and we are bringing it into Nigeria to sort of localize it and adapt it for peculiar challenges. That's why we're bringing the breadth of diversity in the panel and the symposia we're going to be having. So what we're bringing is being pulled together, will be pulled together into a report and be shared with the relevant authorities and proceed to see how can we imbibe this to solve peculiar challenges that we have in Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for sharing your insights and for speaking with us at Technology Times. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Have a good day.
You too, sir.
Bye-bye.